Hello. Welcome back to another live chat. I am so excited. Also, maybe a little bit nervous, hoping I remember how to do this. I just it's been a while since we have been live. The last one was the second to last week in August. So it's been almost 3 months since I have been live as somebody who was going live every week for over 3 years with a couple breaks here and there for vacation, but never this long of a break. It feels very good to be back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Laken. I go live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern to answer any questions you have about goals, planning, life, etc. And I'm excited to jump in with you. Let's start with our first question, which is, what are you drinking? This has always been my first question because it started as Lattes with Laken. It started at a lunchtime hour, and I was always having a cup of coffee or a latte, which I also have today. It's not a latte; it's a cold brew with half and half, but it's delicious. And I'm so thankful to have to be counting my caffeine and just drinking as much caffeine as I would like. Probably more than I need to. That's not true. It's as much as I need. Probably more than I really is healthy for me. But happy to not be counting my caffeine milligrams anymore. So let me know if you're here live. Let me know in the chat, say hello, and let me know what you're drinking. And if you're here watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay, and let us know in the comments what you are drinking or what you're doing while you're watching the replay. Hello, so many sweet comments. Welcome back. Welcome back. A traditional Swedish Christmas soda. A key, that sounds delicious. And mac and cheese also sounds delicious. Irish breakfast tea. Jennifer, love that. We got water. I also have my water handy. This is my very scratched up one of these that has gone through it. I have a cleaner one, like a fresher one somewhere. I don't know where it is. Lots of water, lots of water. Debbie, at the doctor, forgot to bring my water in. Oh, that's such a bummer. Does your doctor's office not have, I mean, my cups are like all of this big, right? But I feel like if I think about it, like my doctor, Lila's doctor, like there's always a water fountain in the lobby. Hopefully you can grab a drink of water. Just water, Earl Grey tea, yum, lemonade, a latte. I love it, Lisa. Everyone is sick here. Oh, Tina, I hope everyone feels better soon, but you're trying to stave it off. Welcome back. Love the pink chairs. Thank you. If you have not, I was not actually planning to talk about this unless somebody asked about it. My sister and I started a podcast, and we filmed and recorded them. So they're on YouTube if you want to watch us talk, or they're everywhere you listen to podcasts if you want to just listen. But I got those pink chairs for us for the podcast, and now they're just in the background. Sweet tea, lunch break, drinking dragon fruit berry body armor. Oh my gosh. River J also being my guinea pig, always the reminder, even though River J, I did not forget your name. If your name that you go by is different than your YouTube handle or Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, I would appreciate you including your name in your comments so that I can always reference you by name. Vanilla Coke. I need the energy. I feel you on that. This is my second cup of coffee, and it's large. Sarah, I love this. I'm so excited because I'm on maternity leave and we'll be going back part-time. So you'll get to join these more. Congrats on your little one. I do remember beginning at some point this year, there were just so many of us that were expecting. And I feel like I had another person message me yesterday that they were joining because they were on maternity leave. And it's just so fun. All right, let's do our other, I clicked the wrong button. I knew I was going to mess this up somehow. Let's share some wins. I want to hear about what is one small win that you want to share. Normally, I would say within the last week since our last live chat, but it's been 3 months. So any win that you want to share with the group, I would love to hear about your wins, and I want to hear about them. I want to hear about your wins. And if you're watching the replay, I also want to hear about your wins and read them in the comments. So please also answer the questions if you are catching the replay. Also, if I move just the wrong way, there's a giant pile of stuff behind. Oh, a little giant pile of stuff that I'm covering with my body that you cannot see. The office is kind of a disaster, but it is what it is. Set up your November goals. I love that. You finally have a diaper-free household after 5 years. Ariel, that is amazing. I am obviously in the very beginning of that whole process for my whole life. But I very much look forward to that day. Getting back into your laundry routine. Oh, I feel that. Totally feel that. And it's funny. I just need a brief aside on laundry because one of the things people always said is that you have so much more laundry when you have a kid. And that's true. That is a fact. However, their clothes are so tiny that she like it doesn't make a whole load very often. Really, I don't think I've ever done a whole load of her stuff. I've always thrown something of ours in there. And because we pay for laundry in our building, I can't just throw like a half a load in. Like I can't justify that. Anyways, so working on my laundry routine as well. Because then the other problem that I've come to is that I want to do laundry as part of my morning routine. And sometimes that morning routine means everybody else in my house is asleep. And I don't want to go into their rooms and get their laundry and disturb them. So then I have to wait. Anyway, so I added to my evening routine last week, pull out laundry from bedrooms, like as part of my evening routine. So just commenting on how my laundry routine is also changing and trying to figure that out. Christmas decorations. I love that win. Oh, you're in Canada, so you have no more holidays before that. I thought Canadian Thanksgiving, isn't there Canadian Thanksgiving? Is it in October? Is that right? Packed for your cruise. That's so fun. Move from upstate New York to Western North Carolina. I bet the weather there is so much nicer, Colleen. Hope you had a safe move. Another move. So many moves. Published your third book. Congrats. Cleaned out, organized, and took inventory of the big freezers. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a lot of work, but I bet it feels so good. Having adventures in Anguilla. I know I'm saying that wrong. Is that? I don't even want to try again. For the next several months. That's amazing. You joined the community chorus, and your first production is this week. That is exciting. Also had a baby. Congrats. Getting back into the rhythm of taking vitamins, drinking enough water, and taking walks after 7 weeks postpartum. Jennifer, I obviously can very much relate. As of the recording of this live, I will be 11 weeks in a couple days. So I totally feel that getting back into some of those rhythms. Great question. Already jumping into the questions. I want to join one-on-one coaching. When are you starting? I'm planning to pick up one-on-one coaching again in January. There is a wait list that like an email wait list that I created that I'm planning to give a discount to anyone who joined. I don't have it linked right now, but I'll leave it linked after the call is over. If you want to join that wait list, I will send out those emails probably sometime in December. 1 week on your new evening routine and it's going well. I love that. Turned a junk room into your house into usable space. That's amazing. I got my room cleaned up yesterday, i.e. folded and put away your laundry, etc. Oh my gosh, Jamie, I totally feel that. Oh yes, Canada Thanksgiving is in October. Okay, that's right. All the comments about Canadian Thanksgiving. Cleaned up a ton yesterday to get ready for Christmas decorations. So exciting. My win is just following routines. I love that. I'm going to come back to this question in just in a little bit. I have a couple announcements before I do that. And I would love for you to include your name and your comment if you're comfortable sharing your name. All right. Any other wins, please feel free to share. But I do have a couple of quick announcements before we jump into questions. So number one is it's our first week back and I'm so excited and I'm already changing things up. So next week is Thanksgiving here in the US. And my family from Texas is coming to visit for Thanksgiving. And so I am not going to be going live on Wednesday because I don't know what we're going to be doing in the middle of the day next Wednesday. So I am going to be doing the live on Monday. And I'm going to be doing it in the evening because I also have plans Monday during the day. I joined this mom group, which has been the best. And we have our sessions on Monday afternoons. So on Monday, in 5 days at 6 p.m. Eastern. That is when our live is going to be next week. And then we're going to roll straight into the community call. For those of you in the community, our call is 1 hour later. So I just want you to have that on your calendar. 2 other things that I want to make sure I announce. The Goals of Laken Planner, y'all, it will be up today. I am so close. I thought it was ready to go. And then I realized the page numbers were off. And I haven't finished editing the flip through video. And at first I was just going to post it without the video, but I'm close and I want the video to be done. So I'm going to finish up that video today after this live, and I'm going to get the link all ready to go. It doesn't mean you have to start working on it. I'm excited to get it up because so many of you have been asking about it, but there's no need to start it today. But it will be up later today, which is so exciting. And then if you do need support working through the planner, I announced this on Instagram, but I want to make sure I share it here as well. we are doing 2024 goal prep workshops that will be completely separate from the community. So in the past couple of years, I've done these workshops and they've been within the community. And this year I wanted to pull them out. So they're going to be their own thing. I had trouble fitting all the words in this. Like the character limit on these comments is tough. I should have like popped up the picture. That would have been smart. My brain does not work these days in its complete capacity. So it is Sunday the 3rd, and then the other two are on Saturday. They're all at 11 a.m. Eastern. The signups will be on sale next Friday, on Black Friday, at a huge discount. If it's not going anywhere, like it's not, the ability to sign up is not going to end, just the discount will end. So if you want to join the waitlist link is in the description, and all that info will be coming to you next Friday. And then you can sign up and put them in your calendar. They will be recorded if you can't join us live. Okay, that's it. Those are the announcements that I have for you. Any questions about anything that I just had? And we can jump into questions. You are welcome to ask questions. It can be about your goals and your current struggles, and you want my thoughts on it. It can be about my goals or anything that I have shared that you want me to elaborate on. Within reason, I am obviously still really navigating what I am comfortable sharing related to my daughter and her life and her preferences, and also our parenting choices. I'm trying to be very thoughtful about that. So I can't promise I'm going to answer every question that you got, but feel free to ask any questions. If you have something that you want to chat about and you don't know how to phrase it into a question, you can always just put topic and we can chat about any kind of topic. Okay, thank you for sharing your name, Sindhu. Sindhu, am I pronouncing that properly? So the Facebook community is a part of the community at large. So it is just one component of the community. And while I do think our Facebook group is fantastic and I love connecting with people there, and I feel like our Facebook group is really where people can get to know each other and share things on a more real-time basis, it is not it is not for me the only piece of the community, and therefore like I wouldn't join the community just for the Facebook piece of it. The community also comes with texting access to me so that you and I can communicate one-on-one on a more regular basis. And then it also comes with the weekly coaching calls, which in my opinion is the meat and potatoes, or the best part of the community is those weekly coaching calls and being able to join those and or catch the replays. So it's all encompassing. So hopefully that answers your question. Again, for me, the Facebook community is more about you getting to know other people. And it's just one piece of the community. You want one-on-one frequent accountability with me. So like you asked about before, the one-on-one coaching is definitely that more one-on-one. That is, we're going to have our own calls one-on-one and via Zoom, and I'm going to help you work on a goal, and you're going to have that ongoing accountability. If you need more than that, after the coaching call is an 8-week session, although there are some options to extend that I always share at the end of our time together. But if that's really what you want, that is what I would sign up for, like you asked about. Okay, sorry, just deleting a comment. Thank you for all the congratulations. I am going to do Vlogmas. We're going to see how that goes. So Vlogmas will start in 2 weeks. And I just can't believe December is in 2 weeks, y'all. The first couple of videos are going to be pre-recorded. I'm actually recording those today, hopefully. I'm just trying to squeeze in a lot today. My mom is here watching her. So I'm hoping to squeeze in a bunch of things, including this, getting the planner up and then filming the first couple of videos for Vlogmas. And then there will be daily vlogs. We're going to have a 1 extra day buffer from what I did last year. So vlogging on the 1st, that video will go up the 4th. That way I want to make sure that I give my editor 1 full day with the content's not the word I'm looking for there. What's the word? What is the word I want? Maybe it is content, but no, there's another word. Why? Hold on. It's going to drive me nuts, but footage. Footage is the word I want. She gets 1 full day to get it edited. And then last year I committed to doing my piece of it, which is all the thumbnail and the description box and all that stuff, the same day it went live. I don't feel comfortable committing to that with a baby. So I am giving myself another full 24 hours after she's got it uploaded to do my part of it. So there'll be a couple of day lag, but yes. Will the Goals with Laken Planner be on sale for Black Friday as well? No, only the workshops will be on sale. The Goals with Laken Planner, I mean, it will be available, but there will be no Black Friday discount. Did Charlie adjust well to the baby? Charlie is not interested in the baby. She smells her every once in a while, but she is not really interested in her. How has the way you plan your days and weeks changed since having a baby? I know it's all still new, but would love to hear your thoughts so far. So, like I said before, we're at about 11 weeks and I'm still just kind of dipping my toes into planning. It's, I wouldn't say anything I'm about to say is concrete. Like, it is not the way I'm going to be planning for forever. It is just what works right now. So before the week starts, I confirm with Sam anything that he has outside of normal work hours. During normal work hours, Sam is working. Sam is in work mode. And by normal work hours, I basically mean like until 5. And I don't expect him around in the morning. He gets up and gets ready and works. So anything basically after 5 p.m. on the weekends. Do you have anything on your calendar that you have scheduled? Most of the time, we've talked about it before he schedules it, but I just like check back in. Then I check in with my mom and ask what she has going on during the week, what commitments she has going on. And then I kind of figure out, okay, what commitments do we have that her and I have together? Like I said, I joined a mom group. We're also doing a music class. And so what things do we have together? And then with my mom's commitments, like how much time-ish do I have to maybe get some work things done? And then I plan based on that. And then I have like a loose plan for the week. And then each day kind of adjust accordingly, which I always kind of did that way. Like I would have a loose plan for the week. I originally used to do a loose plan for the month. I'm not even touching that at this point because every day is different, but every week is very different. So we're doing it 1 week at a time. And then each day I kind of check in. I have been posting, or I've been trying to remember to post my daily planner in the community Facebook group. And I try to just leave a bunch of white space is really what I'm doing right now. I've always been a proponent of leaving white space. I think we all need it because your days are going to be unpredictable regardless of what you have going on in your life, but even more so now, our days are unpredictable. So I leave lots of white space. That way, depending on what happens, I know these are the like priorities of the things I do need to get done, either when she's napping or when my mom is here. And then here are the things that I'd like to get to. And if I get to them, great. If I don't, it's fun. That is what it is. I would like some tips for books or resources for budgeting. Okay, Aki, this is a great question. And I do not pretend to be an expert finance person whatsoever. I did a video I actually have 2 videos now on finance related goals. The first one was part of the first part of the series, and the second one was this new series that is going on right now. So definitely reference those. I think those are good resources. They're not books, obviously, but they're good resources. With the exception of Profit First for my business, I have never found books about finance to be beneficial for me. That is just I have never read one that I'm like, this helped me with my budgeting or with my finance routine or any of that stuff. That is just my personal experience. So I don't have any specific recommendations. The book recommendation I did give in the old finance video is called We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers. That book is awesome and finance related. It's not about budgeting though. It's about it's a lot of mindset about being open to making more money, essentially. I have found, for me personally, the best resource for budgeting is knowing my numbers and being very diligent about tracking every single dollar that we bring in or we spend and knowing where all of that is going. And so whether that you do that on paper, in a spreadsheet, in an app or a tool, that is my number one recommendation. But if anybody else has any other book recommendations for Aki, please leave them in the comments. And Aki, you can come back and check the comments in a couple days, maybe. If I see any comments come through, I'll also shoot you a text. How are you balancing being back at work with a newborn? Clara, I'm not sure I would say that I am balancing anything, such as doing my best as possible, and not worrying, like not having super high expectations for myself. Um, she is my priority and she will come first. And I am very thankful that I work for myself. It has its pros and cons, right? If I was working for my corporate job, I would still be on full-blown maternity leave and not even thinking about being back at work yet. Um, and that has its own pro, but on the flip side, I have, when the time does come that I would have been back at work, I like that I have the flexibility. So, right now, I don't know if I would say I'm balancing. I will hopefully, combining both Amy's question and Claire's question and lots of other questions I've gotten about this kind of topic. Once I feel like I have a better, not even better, better's not even the word I want there. Once I feel like I have a system or a routine or a rhythm with this process, I want to refilm the video how I plan my life. If you hadn't watched that video, I still think it's a great video. It's also where I talk about the HB90 system that I am still using. It is very flexible at this point, but I am still using it, and I'm glad that I implemented that system before. But I do want to redo that video with my updated situation. So hopefully coming at some point. Ooh, Jennifer, I've been using the Cultivate Matters Daily Notepad. I love that it only has 7 to-dos. It's been good for me to prioritize given baby. Yeah, that's awesome. River J, do you have a baby bucket list of things you want to do before she arrives at certain growing milestones? No. I thought about this at one point, but I also very quickly realized that I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on any of us to I don't know. It's hard because then it's like, well, then I'm going to miss things, right? If I don't have it written down, now that I'm saying that out loud, I'm like, dang, maybe I should have made this list because then I'm going to forget about things. But no, not really. I'm just kind of doing my best in terms of what in the moment feels important, and then just trying to take a lot of photos and videos because I know that she's going to grow in like 2 seconds. So she already has. She is already so much bigger. And I'm already like so sad about it. I missed this one. I saw the new one today and it gave you some ideas. I'm assuming you mean the finance video. You struggle with how to budget and keep it. So I think everybody's different. Everybody's gonna be different on what does a budget even mean? And like staying within certain buckets can be really restraining. And then if you go outside of that bucket at all, then you're like, well, screw it. I'm just not going to follow any sort of structure for my finances. So I feel like you have to figure out what works best for you. And again, not necessarily, not like, even though I worked in finance, no certifications in finance land. That is my husband's forte. And so that would be my other recommendation is if you really feel like this is like hiring a professional and working with a financial planner, financial advisor. I've struggled with the balance of leaving enough white space, but still using time well when I have it. On good nap days, I don't use my extra time as well as I'd like. Ideally, I'd like to get ahead on good nap days so I feel more relaxed about just letting it go on fussy days, but how to organize the to-do list and priorities is still tripping me up. Amy, I totally feel that. That honestly, like that's why the way that I used to plan and is still kind of the same. I'm just leaving more white space. Whereas the stuff I don't want to show this today's because I've added stuff I don't want to share. So this is my daily planner pad, which I'm going to show this to you, and it just went out of stock and the new ones aren't in yet. So you can get the digital download of this, but you can't buy the physical version right this second. In the hourly section, I only put what I know I have time to get done that day, either because she will sleep at some point, or I have my mom or Sam helping. that's what goes here. And then everything else goes over here. And so then if it's a good nap day, I can touch into the section over here. And if it doesn't, then I don't get to any of that. That is just how I tackle it in my brain. Is it goes on the number side. If I know, not that it happens at that time, right? I'll put it at a time and the time is irrelevant with an 11-week-old. But it's on that side if I know that I will have time for it. And then if it's a maybe, it goes on this side. And then it's personal, work, and then I use this section for her. So that's how I tackle it. I think you just have to do your best and plan for the minimum, and then pick what the things you want to do in that extra time, and like the good nap time is what I mean. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to see which of these comments went together. So for execution, the HB90 system from Sarah Cannon, I use for work goals strictly. Again, if you go watch that video called How I Plan My Life, I talk all about that process and how I split up my work and my personal goals. I do not use the HB90 system for my personal goals. I personally just don't think it would work well for me, but most of my personal goals are not project based. So, and it's what works for me is a very project-based system. So it works well for me for my work goals, not for my personal goals. So that is what I use the HB90 system for. Again, that How I Plan My Life video is that piece of it is still very true. The part of it that's not totally accurate right now is the actual time blocking piece of it, and executing on a weekly and daily basis. Yeah. I definitely want to film that video again once I've got it. Welcome back. Thank you. When beginning a new goal that involves uncharted territory, like a new career, I find myself lost in research and overwhelm. Any advice? Absolutely. So there is a video I did that was about like not getting stuck in the research phase, and my brain now can't remember what it was called or how to point you to it. So I don't really have that, but if you maybe can dig for it, you might find something that would help you. The best thing I can say here is the best way to learn is to do. And so you are just going to have to focus on the action and know that you're going to learn from that action. That might be some hard learnings at some point, but you're going to learn from the action. So focus on action and use that as learning. Number 2 is asking for advice. When it's a new career, ask a mentor, ask a boss, ask a peer, ask other people for their advice or suggestions, people that have been there before who can point you in the right direction, as opposed to you having to figure it all out yourself. I don't know what your career is, but my guess is there's somebody that you can talk to that has been there before and would be more than happy to help you and point you in the right direction. Don't feel like you've got to recreate it when somebody else can help you with that. And then the last thing I will say is when you're new at something, everything feels harder. It will get easier. It will. Once you start doing it, it will get easier. And that overwhelm feeling of you feeling new and scared and unsure will go away with time. I can talk briefly about my one-on-one coaching. All the details can be found on my website. If you go to planwithlaken.com/coaching, it is once a week for the 8-week time frame. You will be able to text me daily, but there will only be one call per week. So if you are unsure if it's a good fit for you, you say you have an aggressive goal for which you have a plan, I want you to shoot me a message. The best place is going to be Instagram DMs. It's just the best place for me to communicate right now. And tell me what your goal is, and then we can talk if one-on-one coaching is a good fit for you, etc. Hello, Joanna. I'm excited to see your face and to see your name. Putting the maybes on the side makes so much sense. I like having 2 versions of your day on the same page so you know what your priorities go. Yeah. And Amy, that's how I did it before, baby, too. That's how I've always done it, is The left side was the things that I have scheduled time for and can commit to getting done. And the right side was the maybes. Now there's just way less on the left side and way more on the right side, and way less on the page in general. Have you thought about your 2024 goals yet, or will you set during workshop? So, yes, I have thought about my 2024 goals. No, I have not done them yet, but I will not do them during the workshop because the workshop is about you and I am here to support. I'm going to be in the chat answering questions, guiding you through things. My goal, that workshop is not about me doing my goals. It's about me supporting you with setting your goals. So I will do mine separately. In the past, I'm trying to think. So in the past, before last year, I always participated in the Cultivate What Matters prep day. And that is when I got my goals done. Last year, I did not. So when did I do my own goals? Honestly, I can't remember when I did my goals last year. Wow, my brain is, again, I don't know. So I don't know if I will get to them before the workshop or if I will do mine afterwards, but I will definitely not be doing it then. But there is no right time frame. I have already started brainstorming. I have a whole page of brainstormed goal ideas, but nothing concrete on paper yet. Will you be sharing the birth story? I think you've spoken on this already. Somebody did ask me on Instagram. The answer when that question was asked was, I don't know yet. The answer now is no. To me, that is something that is very personal. I know that is such a common thing that people share on YouTube and they're like, this is my birth story. In fact, I literally just listened to a podcast this morning of somebody that I follow's most recent birth story. And while I do enjoy listening to them and I think they're very interesting, especially now that I have one of my own, there were just a lot of components and there was a lot to it that I am not comfortable sharing. And so we're going to keep that. We're going to keep that for us right now. But I will say I did write it all down so that I wouldn't forget. I have like a notes app on my phone, a note in the notes app on my phone that has all the details, the times and all that jazz, so that I can always reference it if she ever has any questions or any. I do want to share it with people in my personal life, but I am not planning to share that. Oh, Amy, I know there will be lives before the holiday season, but I want to wish you and Sam a wonderful first holiday season. Thank you. We're very excited. I know so many like babies first, everything. It's very fun. I know you've been busy being a rock star mama, but have you read any fun fiction books lately or any good nonfiction books? Amy, this is a great question because the answer is yes. Reading is one of those things that I have found a way to make time for since having a baby. It is, I don't know. I've been making time for it. So I've actually read a lot in the last like 11 weeks. In some of that's listening. I'm pulling up my Goodreads so that I can tell you. Some of that is listening. So we listen to the Harry Potter audiobooks in the middle of the night during our night feedings. We're on book 4 at this point. So I've reread those. That's obviously not a recommendation because that's a reread for us or for me, not for her, obviously. From a fiction standpoint, I read Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I know a lot of you have recommended Emily Henry books, and I've now put all of her other books on hold at the library, but I did love Book Lovers. I've read a bunch of other, I guess not a bunch. I read listened to Crying in H Mart. The Love Hypothesis, that was cute. It was okay. Like it didn't blow my mind. I guess that's it in terms of fiction. I thought there was more fiction, but all the Harry Potter books. And then in terms of nonfiction, I just finished All It Takes Is a Goal by Jon Acuff. I thought that was very good. It is a lot. It's overwhelming. I would maybe not try and listen to it unless you're prepared to like totally revamp your goal system. I listened to a couple baby related books. I guess I thought I had more. I feel like I've been reading a lot, but there's less books on this list in the last couple of weeks than I thought. But yeah, it does feel good that I've been able to get back into reading. Didn't you go to a hotel with a friend to do your goals? Stephanie, that was 2 years ago. That was 2020, right? I am pretty sure that was 2021. I don't know what we did in 2022. Any fun things you're planning for baby's first Christmas? It's my baby's first Christmas too. She was born in January. It's so funny how those are such different first Christmases. right? An almost 1-year-old versus, a couple months. Nothing really. I mean, this one is very much for us. Like, she's not going to remember it or really get excited about anything, although she loves to look at the lights. Like, she loves to look at the lights. But nothing specific. I bought a baby's first Christmas ornament. That's pretty much it. I do want to buy matching pajamas. I looked at the ones at Target yesterday or Monday, and I was not impressed. I want to look at Old Navy, I think. I don't want to buy super fancy ones because she's going to grow out of hers in like 0.5 seconds. So yeah, reading is super fun when you're nap trapped. Exactly. That's when I read like the other fiction books. So the Emily Henry book, The Love Hypothesis, Crying in H Mart. Why did I feel like there were more? Well, yeah, definitely family Christmas pajamas. Definitely. I need to find some. And I don't want to spend an arm and a leg. So I'm going to check Old Navy and then we'll see. I mean, I keep getting advertisements for ones on my social media, but it's like fancy ones. I'm like, that's crazy. No, thank you. That's not for me. If that's for you, I love that for you. Her tree was still up when she was born and she kept staring at the lights. Babies and lights. Yeah, we have I love whoever messaged me on Instagram and said to call it a reusable tree, not a fake tree. So we have our reusable tree that we had in New York up right now in our living room. And then when we're going to get a real tree, and I'm so excited to get a real tree. We're going to get a real tree, put that in the living room, and then the reusable tree will come in here in the office. So maybe I'll put it right there. No, that's in front of the closet. It can't go there. Okay, my brain. Wow. No, Amy, we looked at Target and I didn't like them. They were just like kind of, well, first off, they didn't have sorry, I was reading the next comment. I said this when I was pregnant. I used to be able to read the comment and talk at the same time. I can't do that anymore. They didn't have the baby sizes and everything at Target. So some of the options at Target, they only had like kid sizes and not baby sizes. So my options at Target were a little bit more limited. And I just didn't really like any of them. They seemed kind of boring to me. Old Navy has really cute ones, but get them soon. Working there, you're low already. Oh, okay. Well, then we need to get to Old Navy. This is a good idea. Buy another set of pajamas for the baby so we could rewear the same ones next year. Lisa, you win. You win the live today. That's the best suggestion I've ever heard. So then at least Sam and I don't have to get a new set next year. Are you excited to start new traditions now that you have a little one? If so, and do you feel like sharing what they would be? Yeah. Yes, I'm excited, but I don't have any ideas. Besides family pajamas that we've been talking about right now, I don't have anything off the top of my head that we would do yet. I'm sure we'll figure it out, but not yet. Yeah. My sister and I actually just recorded a podcast episode that'll be up in a few weeks about like our holiday plans, like both coming from divorced households and like what that looks like. And our Christmas this year is already going to look different. We're celebrating on the 23rd because of everybody's varying schedules with their varying parents. And so it'll be interesting to see what we actually do on like Christmas Eve and Christmas. Because we won't have all of my siblings. It'll just be Sam, my husband, and I, and my parents, my mom, my stepdad, and our little one. So I don't know. So maybe there will be something that comes of that, but then like, it may not be that way next year. It's going to like, that's the kind of hard part about having lots of families with lots of parents is that our holidays will always look different. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, see mess. Don't look at the mess. Ooh. The rest of the office is just such a mess. What channels do you like for Vlogmas? I'm trying to find new channels for this season. So I think I am trying to remember who I even watched last year. I know that if you like true vlogs, Jessica Braun, who I've talked about before, and her husband, Tyler, they do Vlogmas. And I just love them. They are this cute family. They have 2 daughters. They live in Indiana. Like I truly, I know that like people say this about YouTubers like that they watch. Like I do truly feel like Sam and I could be friends with them. We knew them in real life. Like they love theater and they love Disney. But I like they're great. I always watch Allie Edwards' December daily videos. They're not vlogs, but like that's a daily video. I'm trying to think who else I watched. I will try to share once we get there, maybe Amy. And if I remember to, or ask me again as we get closer, once it starts, I can tell you like who I'm watching. I mean, I don't have as much time to watch YouTube as I used to, so I'm going to probably have to be a little bit picky. So those are for sure the 2 I'm going to prioritize is the Braun family's Vlogmas and Allie Edwards' December daily videos. So I just want to make sure nobody was texting me. Thank you. Just want to say you kicked butt filming and scheduling your maternity leave content. Allison, I appreciate that so much. Kicked butt with the YouTube stuff being done, community stuff being done. Obviously, the thing that got postponed was the planner. The planner was also supposed to go out in October when I was on maternity leave, and that did not happen, clearly, because it's still not even up. So, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I am back. I'm so excited. Oh, Nicole, you had to get your baby down. I feel you. Congrats on your little one. Doing December daily for the first time. Lisa, I'm so excited for you. Y'all, I don't even feel remotely prepared for December daily. That is on my list of things to figure out. When somebody asks me if my goals are going to be done by the workshop, the reason they probably won't is because I'm going to spend every spare minute I have that is not on work stuff or with my family in the next 2 weeks is getting December daily prepped and ready, like my stuff prepped and ready to go so that I can actually start it because I haven't organized. Normally what I do is I participate in the prep day, which is on Saturday, and I get it all organized during the prep day, but we actually have plans during the day on Saturday. So that is not happening. I still bought it. So what I will probably try to do, actually, I'm deciding this as I'm talking about it. So what I will do, the prep day is usually 9 hours, like 9 sessions, 8, 9, 10, one of those numbers between Saturday and then like December 1st. That's like 12 days. If I can get through like one of those a day and do the same thing I would do, like use the hour to listen to the call and prep my own stuff, then I should be ready to go. That's going to be my goal. I should have put that on my goals list. A little behind because you were feeding. I just love all of you with newborns. Makes me so happy. What are the baby related books you read? So I'm definitely planning to talk about these during my favorites video, but Emily Oster is an author. And I read both her pregnancy book, which I read way later in pregnancy, but I knew I would, knock on wood, hopefully be pregnant again someday. And so I would use that information. And then I read the first, she has like a book for 0 to 1. And then I am planning to read book 3, which is for like more of a toddler age baby. So my Expecting Better is the pregnancy book. Crib Sheet is the new infant book. Love her. And then follow her on Instagram. Like, just highly recommend. And then I read Bringing Up Bebe. It was okay. It's not like, I don't feel like that's a must read. Whereas the other 2 are definitely a must read. Is that it? Those are the only ones I finished. I read partially of other books, but, and then I have a couple on hold at the library. So hopefully those will come in soon. I want to rejoin the community. If I come back now, will I get a discount on prep events? Yes. The discount for the community will go through the Black Friday sale. Once Black Friday is over, then and that it's going to go the whole weekend. But so for Black Friday, the workshop will have a discount for like everybody. If you're not a community member, it'll be on sale. And then community members will have an additional discount. So you will have a bigger discount, and then it will stop being on sale. So as long as you are a community member by, what is the Monday? November 27th. you get the discount on the workshops. Will you be documenting your December daily on Vlogmas? You are doing this Vlogmas or this year, or is it too much? No, I am going to do Vlogmas this year. We're going to see. We're going to see if it's too much. I think too much. It's really going to be, I think, more about figuring out what I want to share with Vlogmas as opposed to the actual effort, especially with an editor. I am going to do, hopefully, the plan is to do December daily on Vlogmas. The plan is to do the December daily part. So right now, and I'm going to say this, and then like our routine's going to change tomorrow, right? Right now, I usually have a good 2 hours to myself in the morning before she wakes up. Like based on the timing of things, like her last feeding, and then I go back to sleep, and then I wake up, and I usually get an hour or two before she wakes up. So I'm hoping to spend that hour or two in the morning getting the Vlogmas video prepped and doing my December daily from the day before. So we'll see how that goes. That might change. That's the plan right now. I love Emily Oster's books. I felt so much more confident in my decision making. Same, Amy. Again, if you have any plans to have children, please read Expecting Better before you get pregnant. Like the whole first part of the book is actually about conception, which I still listened to and read, even though I didn't. I was well already pregnant. But yeah, Expecting Better and Crib Sheet. Like I think every person who plans to have a child needs these books. Oh, Carrie, any advice for keeping a cleaning schedule going? I have really good months and really bad months, and I can't seem to stay consistent. Same, like even pre-baby, I always struggled with this goal. So from a personal standpoint, I don't have a lot of great advice. I will share with you what I know about cleaning. Number one is you have to figure out, are you a clean all at once person or are you a clean as you go person? And they both have their pros and cons, right? A clean all at once person, you have to find a way to set aside a good chunk of time to be able to clean all at once. But the pro is that then you have your entire space clean all at once, and that's a really awesome feeling. Or you a clean a little bit here and there person, bathrooms on Mondays, et cetera, kind of person. Pros, you don't have to spend as much time in one sitting. Cons, your entire space is never going to be clean all at once. I still don't know which one I am, but that's what I've learned. I don't, from a personal standpoint, I don't have any great advice. I actually just got the book, How to Keep Home Without Losing Your Mind. It's the same author who did Decluttering at the Speed of Life, which I love that book and highly recommend. So I got this one by her, and I'm hoping that helps me figure this problem out. From a general goal standpoint, tips, making it smaller, avoiding needing it to be perfect, right? Something is better than nothing. Right now, like the trash in my bathroom is overflowing, and my brain is like, well, I can't take out the trash in my bathroom unless I clean the whole bathroom. And it's like, that's not true. I could just take out the trash in my bathroom and it's going to make that room just feel 10 times cleaner, even if it's not even a step remotely cleaner. And like, it doesn't have to be all or nothing, right? I'm like preaching to the choir at this point. Letting go of that all or nothing is probably really helpful there. Coming back to the YouTube business game strong. Oh, topic. I should read the first part of your comment. Coming back to the YouTube business game strong as a topic with momentum. I hope that makes sense. So the key to momentum, River J, as always, is action. That is how you create momentum. Action. The best way for you to take action is to make it smaller. So can you film and edit and upload a 5-minute video? Can you pick one business related task that you can do? Make it as small as humanly possible to kickstart that momentum. Know that it doesn't have to be perfect and that it's not about it being the best thing you've ever created or the best thing you've ever brought to the table. It's about the momentum for you. And that's the priority. And so focusing on that and not worrying about it being the perfect thing. I had to do that with myself too, with something business related. I was like, you have to just do it. And if you don't just start, you're going to keep putting it off and it's not going to be perfect and you just have to do it. So Hopefully that helps. Expectations, man. That is, I find, like one of the hardest things is just having the expectations on ourselves. Man, that's just tough. Y'all, it's already 12:50. What? Like, where did the last 50 minutes go? I don't even know. Any other questions? Anything else on your mind? I feel like there's so many things I still want to talk about, and so many ideas as we go into the new year. Oh, I should have put this on a banner. Okay. I do have a question for you. What are these helpful? Am I doing this for myself? Like, do I just like talking every week and answering questions, or are these beneficial? And because as I think about the new year and what next year looks like, and what I commit to and etc., let me ask it this way. Would you find still doing a weekly version during the day more beneficial, or if we did it once a month, but it was like in the evening? What are your thoughts on that? Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Thoughts. Any ideas with how to approach goal setting with teens to help them learn how to do it? We talked about this on a live. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it for you, Nikki. I'm gonna look because I don't have any great advice here because I've never worked with a teen. I've never had a teen that's just never been my I don't have any experience there. So my guess is, it, as with anybody else that's not you, is they have to want to do it. Like I'm thinking about with my my like family members, etc. Like if any of them want to set goals, like they have to want to before I can just be like, here's how you do it. Like, let's do this together. Right. So I think knowing if they like that they want to do it first before you kind of jump in and help them with it. And then I think it's just starting small, starting with having them pick one thing, helping them break it down, and then having a way for them to track the progress and see the progress. Oh, thank you. I love for saying that you love the lives. Nicole, I'll come back to your comment in 1 second. Weekly during the day, loving the Wednesday vlogs. Nice to see you back live. Thank you. I like the lunchtime sections. Don't think they need to be weekly though. Okay. I love the lives. However, can't usually make it because of my schedule. Love the lives, prefer a daytime. Personally, love the weekly lives. They give that productive energy in a chill space. I love that, River J, like that description of it. I'm fine with either version, but for sure don't want them to go away entirely. I don't think they would go away entirely, Carrie. I don't foresee that situation happening either. I love the lives, being able to ask specific questions and have a back and forth conversation. I feel the same way, Amy, for sure. I like the weekly lives it's a morning for me, so I like to start my day with it. You vote for an evening live. I think they're so helpful, especially since I have to work up the nerve to add a comment or a question. So you can just listen in. I love that. Oh, yes. My friends on the other side of the pond. Definitely the daytime works better for y'all, for sure. Melissa, any chance you could do them every other one day and one night? So that, as fun and awesome as that sounds, I'm already committing one evening a week to the community. I can't foresee myself doing them that often in the evenings. Yeah, that's the answer to that one. And I don't want it to be super confusing either on like, what's the schedule on the lives kind of thing. Okay, let me go back to Nicole's question. Although we have 5 minutes and there's no way I'm going to tackle this topic in 5 minutes, Nicole. Mom guilt on coming back to work, anticipating returning to work in December, went back with my first because I had to. This time I don't need to, but I want to, and I feel guilty for that. Okay, maybe I don't need more than 5 minutes. You are a mom, and I am sure you are an amazing mom. Given that you're even asking this question, makes you an amazing mom. You're also a person, and you're also a human, and you're also you. You're Nicole. And if Nicole wants to go back to work because that will make you happy, go back to work. And a happier Nicole is going to make a better mom. So that is my opinion on that. Oh, yes, Angie, we also talked about this. Having a general topic or theme for each live would be more beneficial. I did talk about that at the end of last year as an option, and I thank you for reminding me. Okay. I appreciate y'all's feedback on the live. If you're watching the replay and you're still here, that means you're amazing. Please also share your thoughts in the comments. Let's wrap it up with our last question, which is, what are you going to do this week to make progress on your goals? What is the one small step you're going to take in the next 7 days that you're going to commit to? Actually, it's really like 5 days, because if you missed at the beginning, we're chatting on Monday. The live is Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. What is this? No, wrong banner. This one. What's the one thing you're going to do this week to make progress on your goals? Melissa, I know that's what you meant. That still results in 2 evening lives on YouTube per month. And I think one might be my capacity, because I'm also doing an evening for the community every week. So if I had 2 weeks out of the month that I'm also doing a live in the evening, that would be a lot. Especially because I also want to hopefully open up an evening for coaching calls. So many things to figure out now that my life and my time is not just my own. Write the exam that I need to get done, but really don't want to. You've got this. Set a timer, pick a reward. You can do it. Continuing. Why can't I click on this? To sort ancient paper photos for digitizing. I love that. Getting your Christmas cards mailed out. Nikki, that's amazing. Choose my goal planner and weekly planner for next year. I love that. Prepare for your counseling session tomorrow. Course production on Sunday. Sending you all the good vibes, Jennifer. Finish recording part 1 of a coaching program. That's exciting. I love all of these steps. I love hearing about all of your small steps that you are taking to make progress on your goals. Also, I need to drink more of my coffee. I've been so chatty today. Make 2 lists, one with pre-Thanksgiving to-dos and one for prepping your planners for 2024. Ooh, I love that. Write another 1 to 2 chapters on your circus novel. Jennifer, that's exciting. I've only read that one, the book everyone talks about the circus, The Night Circus. That's the only circus book I've ever read, but I liked it. I bought the lockbox for your phone. Ooh, Allison, I can't wait to hear how it goes. Please report back if you're comfortable sharing with us. December daily prep day. Lisa, hope you have so much fun. I'm a little sad and jealous, I'm not going to lie. But there's friends that are in town this weekend from New York, and the only time that they had available was Saturday during the day. So we're going to hang out with them so they can meet Lila, etc. Finalizing home for your surgery. I don't know what you're getting surgery on, but I'm sending you all of the good and healthy vibes. Set up your work return plan with your boss. Finish your planner. I love it. Awesome. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for making this first live back so awesome. I appreciate all of you so much. It makes me so happy. One more time. Monday, next week is Monday at night and not during the day. At night-ish. It depends on where you live. So let me know if you have any other questions or anything else. You can drop them in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up before you head out. I would greatly appreciate that. And subscribe if you're new here. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Bye.